Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Bill,
Now live.
did I go up live? Because I'm not seeing it yet, but...
It just popped up on my phone.
Okay. So, hopefully...
Hello, everyone.
So, as people come in, will you greet them for me while I... There we go. Let me try over here and see if I can get it to go live on the laptop. You know, another thing I thought, I should have been giving you the pad, and then you could go live on the pad. Okay, let's see if it's on here. Is anyone coming in?
I've got 12 people in there.
Oh, well, say hello to everybody.
And Cindy and Lori and Jean Shoot and Jackie from Pittsburgh.
All right, welcome everyone. So glad you can be here. There's Mary Jo and Anna, so I see a couple of people that...
In France and... Lucy! Hello!
Hi, Lucy.
Karen.
Hi, Marcia.
Hi, Gracie.
Welcome. So, I don't know if Nick's asleep, but I haven't seen her. Okay. Well, if she's sleeping, she's sleeping.
Nope, she's watching.
Oh, she is. She's on. Okay. Hi, Nick. So, welcome, everyone. Just getting started, I'm going to be sharing with you some products that are brand new. You can't even get them unless you're a demonstrator, and I can tell you about that here in just a little bit. So this is just kind of a place saver. It's just a reminder that you can sign up for my newsletter when there's company information or something that I need to share with you. I usually send those out. If you're using a mobile device, it is actually easier to go on a computer and just sign up here on Facebook. But if you're using a mobile device, you want to go to my blog spot, piccadillystampin.blogspot.com. Whoops, sorry for all that movement. The starter kit is on sale right now. They are giving you, for $99, $155 worth of product. And I kind of wrote this out just so you could see the value. If you love shopping with Stampin' Up, this is kind of a wonderful thing to do. You get free business supplies, which is about a $30 value. You get an extra $30 value that they're adding on, because normally the starter kit is $125 for $99. You get 11% free shipping, which is about $25 value. A free paper pumpkin kit, which is $23.50. So altogether for $99, you're getting $234, which is
an awesome deal.
It
is.
is.
It is.
You really can't beat that. So if you're just trying to start to fill your supplies up, you can join for that. If you really want to make some extra money, there's money that can be made at this. And everything that I'm going to show you tonight, I got for free. So my business kind of pays for itself. That was that plug. So also the new set that you can't get right now, if you join up, can be a part of your starter kit, and you can actually get it in early. Okay. So clearance rack refresh. I did send an email out right away as soon as I knew about it. There was 2 pages of items. It's down to 1. So
Already?
It's kind of one of those things. There's up to 60% off on some of the items. So you may want to take a look at it just to see what's on there, if there's anything you can use. I am kind of in love with the Blackberry, I can't think of what it was, Blackberry Bliss paper, and then they also have the Eden's Garden paper. Both of them I absolutely love. The Eden's Garden paper is really good for like Christmas time too, and I think it was a $15 DSP that they're putting, designer series paper, if you're new, that's what DSP stands for, but for $6, so that's like 60% off. So that might be something. The easiest way is to just go right here on Facebook and click the shop now button. It'll take you right to my online store. So speaking of the new items, I have a new stamp pack using the new items. I'm going to be showing here in just a minute, but if you use my current host code with any retail order, you can, of $70 or more, only if you use the host code, you can get a free stamp pack. So this time it's using the paper. I actually made this set very simple, so it's versatile. You can do what I have here, or you can switch it up. You can cut it in half because the back sides of the paper coordinate with the front side, and you can do your own thing. Those are made to be pretty simple. This is just the die cuts because I want to show you this new set. You're not going to find it on the website because this set, this is my last announcement here. We're actually going to get going with the demonstration. But this set is only available if you're a demonstrator. You can get it early. Or if you would like to join, you can get it early, but it will not be available for customers until November 1st. So being a demonstrator, that's one of the perks. We get to try things a month early, which is kind of nice, but it comes with some beautiful DSP. It comes with a couple of stamp sets, and we're going to be using, this is the one that goes with these frames that I was showing you, these die cuts that I was showing you here just a minute ago. The framed florets go with these dies. Now there's more dies in here than what I have on this paper, but I wanted to get the big ones so that you could see how they cut and how you can use them. This is the negative from the frame that you can use as kind of a layering oval. Very, very pretty. This one just cuts the hearts out, and you can save them for your shaker cards. And for Valentine's Day coming up, right? Yeah. And then this is the actual set, and that's kind of what I based my stamp pack off of that I was just showing you. However, they have the framed and festive, so this has got some really cute sentiments on it that will fit right into these ovals for the holidays. And that's what we're going to do, because this paper, let me move some of this out of the way. This DSP is kind of really remarkable because it is fun. Now mine's all cut up here because I've been playing with it. But it has paper kind of for everything. You've got spring and summer hit really well. You can do some fall stuff. You can do masculine, as you see in this. You can do feminine. And so here's another one that I think can be used kind of masculine as well as this one. But tonight I'm going to make a Christmas card. So, and use that other stamp set. So this card is super uber easy. I am going to let you know that I will be using just a little bitty bit of the distressed gold. It's a 12 by 12 paper. There's a couple sheets in here. It's like $5. It was, last I knew, it was on unorderable status. I don't know if it is now, but I'm only using it for a teeny weeny little piece, and if it's not available, you can use the gold foil. So let's get started. Oh, also what comes in this, and we're going to be using it tonight, these are the gold adhesive back swirls. Now the paper, the stamp sets, the dies, and these swirls are not orderable until November 1. So this is just kind of a little sneak preview for you guys. Unless you join, that's the only way you can get them. So these are flat, which is one thing that I really like. They're very light, which is another thing that I really like about them. But it's these gold swirls, and as you can see, I took a blend to see if these were colorable, and they are. We'll be using those a little bit later. So let's start off. I also decided I don't use a lot of let me get all these things out for the pack of here, I'll put them over here, Sahara sand. And so I'm trying to teach myself to use things, some colors that I haven't used in a while. Things kind of go in like trends, and I wanted to just have a neutral background, and this works perfect because this paper has evening evergreen and soft succulent in it, and they go really perfect with it. So I'm just going to do the card base in the Sahara sand. This is for an A2 card. And then I'm going to pull in one of the pieces of the DSP, and I'm going to grab here, we'll use, nope, that's still good, so we'll use something else. What else do I have here? Here's an old stamp pack I had available. Okay, card class. So this is, it's got these white, kind of reminds me of holly berries. I don't think they are, but these white berries, you could use them just like it is. And it's got a blushing bride background. Now this DSP is cut at, looks like 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. That's what this one's cut at. And I am going to use the dark real red, and you can use the brush end, you can use the bullet end, and I'm just going to color these in red because I want this to look more Christmassy, right? So I love the fact that you can use our blends for so many things. So we're just going to trace those around. Isn't this neat?
I know. I'm watching the paper. That's kind of a nice paper.
It is a really nice paper.
Too bad they can't get it till the 1st of November.
Well, they can if they sign up.
Oh, that's true.
If you want to join. Yep. So, and you can ask me any questions you want about Stampin' Up. I definitely will answer them for you. So it takes hardly anything to do a little bit of coloring. We're not even shading or anything. The shading actually shows through. So I'm just making that real rich, deep. This is the dark real red that I'm using on here. Isn't that just easy as can be?
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so super cool. So
Pretty quick too.
It was pretty quick. I'll move that out of the way. Now I brought in some of the I guess it's a gingham paper, and this was the other side. So now this is why I had protection down on the surface, is because when you use blends, it will seep through. So that's why I put that scrap paper down. But this one is cut at 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. And I brought those in because I really want, this is I'm sure this is going to be a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of evening evergreen. So what I want to do is I want to give like a 1/4 inch, and I want to just put these down on this paper. I'm going to adhere them with some Tombow liquid glue. Any questions or anything?
No, that's what I was looking through. Not seeing too many.
How's everyone doing? Because we got cold weather here in Iowa.
Yeah. That Jean's cold up there in North Dakota. Well,
I don't know,
warming back
because
up, yeah.
she will be next week if she's not this week.
Well, I think they're going to warm up before us.
Well, I thought they were warm now, and then Jean, you'll have to let us know. And I'm just going to adhere this one down to the other end. I know that...
Laura says it's 70 there.
Wow, so that's Montana. Well, we're going to be getting it. We're going to warm up, and then they're going to get cold out west. So...
Yep.
West of us. I guess we're west of the Mississippi.
What color is the
the cardstock.
Cardstock, yeah.
This is Evening Evergreen, which matches to the background of this. Okay. I colored it with Real Red, and the DSP was already had that gingham pattern on there, and I just lined it up and glued them on here. And then I'm going to take a piece of Real Red, and I have this cut at just like a 1/2 inch, and it's probably 3 3/4. I was right. And I'm just going to put that right down here so that I have kind of that line covered up. It just kind of makes, and you can, if you want to flag it, you can. I didn't want to on this one. Okay. And that liquid glue gives me a minute to just kind of line that up. So that is kind of, oh, look at that. It already looks Christmas from that paper that doesn't really look Christmas. So now this is our background to the card. So I'm going to adhere this all down, and it makes an absolutely gorgeous background. I love that our paper can be so versatile this way, and they did that kind of strategically so that you could use it for all sorts of occasions. You just got to get your create on. That's, you know.
Right. Open up the creative box and get in there.
That's right. Okay, so now I have made the background. So this is the base of the card. I think it's adorable. All right. Loving it. Are they? Great. Was very easy, right? I mean, this is something even a simple stamper could do. It's all square cuts on the trimmer and paper and just a little bit of ink right here. Okay, bringing this back over, I want you to see on this particular one. Now, I know everyone went to grab this, and I do have a card with that coming out soon too, but I wanted to grab this one because I didn't think it was going to be as obvious. Because, I mean, isn't that gorgeous? So I grabbed this, and I tried several colors that I thought would look good on there. And the funny thing of it is the neutral was the best. So I've pre-cut it already, but I don't know if you can see the detail. And I'm going to hold it up on the black and white to see if you guys can see. There's like these little cuts and embossing. There's a couple of grooves embossed around it, and then these little cuts.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, it does. Kind of like a pie crust, right? Yeah. So what I ended up doing is I cut one out in the Sahara sand so that it could fit on the project like so. And let's see, we'll do it like that. And so it just seemed to, when I did it in red, it wasn't right. When I did it in green, it was too dark. It just wasn't right. So I ended up going back to the neutral. And sometimes we forget to do that. So I'm just going to run around here with a little bit of the green glue. And I specifically want the green glue on this one because so I can move it around. So I begged Stampin' Up! For ovals. So you can believe I will be using the heck out of this set. Okay, so now I've got that on there. Yeah, because we haven't had old ovals in a while. And I think, especially during the holidays, this is my time where I feel like this is, I'm going to bring that scrap paper back in. The perfect season to do ovals, because I think it reminds me of those old time cards where they had the scene.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so I really begged them for ovals during Christmas. So I was super excited. Okay, I am going to take, now the inside, I had to cut this die twice because I did it in basic white because I want a basic white inside here. So I cut another set, and I've actually saved the white for maybe another project that I'm going to do. And I want Real Red. So where's my Real Red? Ouch. Ow. Sorry, guys. I'm having a little frozen shoulder. And it's on my right hand, my right arm. So if it ain't one thing, it's another. I go to reach and it hurts. Let me try stamping this real quick. Okay, yeah. Now I want to stamp just a little bit more towards the top. It doesn't have to be completely at the top, but just a little more up towards the top. Okay. And maybe that was even too high, but we'll fill it in. So I chose the Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. I think it's just a cute saying. And the minute I hear it, I start singing. And the minute I showed Bill what we were going to be doing, he started singing.
Yep.
And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this right down. He's singing now. I heard you.
No, that was Izzy.
No, Izzy was not singing. She's snoring. So if you're new, say hi. Let us know where you're from. A lot of folks in here have kind of friended each other because they enjoy stamping also. And this is a great time to socialize with other people who have your same paper addiction, because we get it in here.
I love the way that you described that as a pie crust.
Yeah, it just reminds me of a little pie crust. Yeah.
They love the font of the bundle.
I know. Isn't it cute? Let me pull that again. I really like this one too. I don't know. I really do like this. May the season be filled with peace and joy from all of us, Noel. Or you could just use the from all of us. Fa la 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 la. I've seen a lot of cute little projects where they've done that in the background. In fact, Stampin' Up actually on there. See this? They have the fa la 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 on the back of this project. They did some cute samples. They don't have as many on here, but they will be released for you to see some samples. And then here's another one that's really pretty, but they use the fa la 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 as background stamping, and you can see it through the vellum. I think that is so cute. Okay. So back to this. So then I went ahead and I cut out, they have like a flourish die, and I cut it out in the soft succulent, had to think of the name, and I also cut one out in vellum. And I want to just kind of have a little fun with this.
Okay.
And I'm going to bring this in here too. So I'm going to have a few glue dots here. And let's put this vellum, maybe each one of these turn out a little different for me. I've made a few because I think they're cute. So I think I'll have this one go in there, and maybe I will take my Take Your Pick tool. Oh good, I have it on the picky side too. This tool comes with a putty, a pick side, and then also for getting those gemstones with a palette. But I'm going to use the pick side, and I'm going to fold this in half, and I'm just going to add it up here, right underneath there, okay? So then I'm going to come back with the soft succulent, and I'm going to have it maybe go a little farther down, like so. Okay, so I'm going to throw that into my pile. We also, now this is already in our holiday catalog, the texture elements. And I'm going to pull this out because I thought with this could have a really nice little flair to it. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to use my Stampin' Blend again. And I'm just going to color it in.
Color me a berry.
Color a berry, that's right. I like that the alcohol markers can do more than just, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm just gonna color those three in. Why, you ask? Well, let me get my rubber snips here. I'm gonna take off these ends. There's just too much of them for what I want. You can do whatever you want. And I didn't color these because I thought I'm gonna stick them in here. You never know where you might need a berry or two. So I'm gonna come in like this. And stick that in there. And then I might as well just continue with the same path here. And we'll save that. You never know, right? These things are so much fun. They're very lightweight. It's like a balsa wood. Now, if you wanted to, you could also use like the evening evergreen and cover the stems. However, for me, I wanted that natural look to it, so I'm not going to do that. You can, but I want it to stand out a little bit more. There's a lot of evening evergreen, that darker green on here, so I'm going to wait on this because I want to bring in, this is our gold shimmer ribbon. This stuff is silky soft. I mean, it's like satin, and it is probably, let me see, yeah, it's a 1/4 inch wide, but it's very pretty. So every time I do these, I notice that I get questions on bows. Yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you what I do. So for just a simple bow, you want to have a little bit of the tail. You can cut it down, but you can't add to it if you need it. Make about the size that you think that the bow should be, and I'm going to assume that what I'm wanting is about that much. Come around, and after you come around, hold it underneath, take your other hand and make like another little bunny ear and tuck it in. This is the best way to get the bow to come out straight. Now, I know that looks like that's not straight, Pamela, but that's okay. You kind of have to mess with them a little bit. Okay, so now I actually like that. I'm trying to determine if I want it any bigger. Maybe just a little bit. So I'm going to trim this down. I'm cutting at an angle. Any questions or anything?
Not yet.
Are you guys, are they being quiet?
No, they're talking about how great the card is.
Oh, good.
And they've a ton of shares. Wow.
Really? Thank you guys so much.
We will have that drawing for those ones last week here shortly. So
we're going to have the drawing for the cards from last week, but anybody who shares this week will get a chance at this card. So then just kind of play with it and pick it into spot. It takes a minute to get a bow the way you want it. So I wanted to do the bow first before I glue this down because I kind of want to see where the bow's going to live. And I want the bow to almost kind of go back up this side. So I'm going to put it about there.
Thanks for the share, Donna.
Thank you so much. And it doesn't matter if you're a demonstrator. If you're another demonstrator watching this, it only matters if you're in the United States. I don't send out of the United States, but I do send in the United States. Okay, so I've adhered that on, and I want that end covered. So I'm going to use another glue dot, and I just glued that on with a glue dot, and just in the center of my bow. And just to make sure, I want it kind of going up here. Look at that. Isn't it cute? There you go. It's so... It does, doesn't it? It's just so stinking cute. So again, this was the shimmer ribbon. These are things that you can buy now and the texture elements. And of course, all the card stock is available. It's just the DSP, the stamp set, the dies that aren't. Even the markers.
Only for another couple weeks.
Only for another couple weeks, that's right.
Unless they become a demonstrator.
That's right, unless you decide to sign up. So I'm going to change it to the palette end now. And I'm going to pull out, and these are called Gold Adhesive Back Swirls. These will be available next month also. And I want to, the focal point is kind of the whole centerpiece, so I want to frame around the focal point. So I'm going to take my little palette here to scoop up. I don't know if that shows good underneath. We'll have to see. This is my camera. No, it's not really coming into focus, is it? It's just...
It's like...
blurry
because it's so shiny. And
yeah, well, I tried, but just trust you me, they're flat and they're very they've got a
nugget there.
very swirly. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 up there. You want to do an odd number because they say that's aesthetically pleasing. And then I think I'm going to pull this one down on the bottom half. Maybe over here. On this one, I think I'm going to like it. Ooh, where? Where do you think, Bill? I'm going to go here. I think I like it better.
I think.
It just depends on how and this is the take your pick tool. I love it. That's $10 of my life that was so stinking useful. The little, if you have to pick up sequins, the little putty end is great for picking up secrets. And then you can just buy, sequins. Yeah, secrets. Well, it can pick up secrets if you want it to. Okay. Now, the last thing that I want to do is I was using a little piece and I just cut out one of the leaves just because I felt like after I had this on, I felt like I needed something. It's all kind of going up and around. And you know me, I like to, if you followed me at all, you know that I like a little bit of oddball. So I'm going to have it just shooting down right here. Whoops. And what I like about the foil is that it kind of can bend, and I love that.
Wow.
There we go. Oh, so it's just oddball enough that, and then you can fluff your ribbon or your bow. Let me get that up there. Is that just not adorable? And this is just what you can do with the Christmas set. Now, that stamp pack that I've made is definitely more on the feminine side if you follow it the way I made it. But I actually made that stamp pack to where you can turn it so that it's going portrait or landscape. I did them all in landscape because I usually do a lot of portrait cards, so I thought I'd change it up. But you could actually do it the other way, and it looks just as good. I did try some with it. And that paper, again, what'd I do with it, Bill? It's right here.
It's not here, so it's gotta be over there.
It's called Fitting Florets 12 by 12. And this is not available. Here's the sheet that I use, but most of it is definitely very feminine and floral. You could use this.
Available November 1st.
Yes, available November 1st with the stamp sets and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this demonstration, maybe learned a couple things like how the blends can color the embellishments, how the blends can color your DSP and the wooden elements. Very, very fun, very cute. I do have 2 of these cards because
Well, of course, we got to draw 2 names next week.
yes, I usually do 2 drawings, not 1, 2 each week. So I have another one. So if you share my video tonight, you can win one of these cards for next week. See, this one I had above the bow. This one I have below. This one was down farther. This one's up farther. They just come out a little bit different each time. Now, from last week, we did kind of a fun fold, and I taught you the technique of doing kind of an ombre effect. So he loves that. And I want you to notice, like on this one, you can see I did a little bit straighter job, but on this one, I had kind of a couple of angles. So you can play with it and see what you like. I also did 2 separate sentiments, but this is what I call my love notes because you don't have a huge area to write in. It's just going to give you your, Merry Christmas. But so anyway, these ones are for the drawing today. Bill, do you have you do. Were there any questions before?
No, looks like they're
No questions?
no questions, but they're loving last week's cards and
This week's cards. Well, what I liked about last week is, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but not only has it got that cute little fold to it, but I did a little embossing of the Christmas music behind there, and I thought that was really pretty. You guys did a wonderful job sharing. Look at that. This has been my biggest share yet.
Really?
Yeah.
You had 50 a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was like I think in total between YouTube and here.
Yeah. Ooh, got 2 names.
You did all at once?
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
Oh, well, that's okay. Hey, they stick together. That's fine. Right. All right.
Doris Gable.
Oh, Doris. Yes. Thank you, Doris. I appreciate that very much for sharing. I will get that mailed out to you since I have your address.
And Marcia Bartles.
She's here tonight too, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Marcia, thank you so much. Good. You haven't drawn her name in a while, so that's awesome. So congratulations to you ladies. Now, if you are interested in purchasing any products through me, I certainly appreciate every purchase makes it possible for me to keep coming to you each week with a new video, and I do appreciate that. If it's under $149, please use this host code. If it's over, forget the host code, because then you get the host credits. Remember that the clearance rack is still available right now.
Down to 1 page.
Yeah, down to 1 page. For orders that are over $70, you're going to get my new stamp pack. I'm going to work at getting those cut tomorrow. And if you have questions about joining my team, just let me know. But other than that, you guys have a great evening, and I will be back. Actually, this Friday, I'm going to be at 4 p.m. So if you haven't liked me, like and follow us so that you get notifications when we go live. All right. Take care.
Bye.
Have a good evening. Bye-bye.